Moving on along.
Okay, so we are featuring another artist.
Yes.
Who
It's time for Undiscovered.
That's not the official theme song.
It's not the theme song, but it's the official title.
We had a bunch of submissions, and we decided to pick a new artist for this week.
We did.
And his name is Anthony Ciulla.
Yes, which total honesty and forthright, we know him.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will say, for y'all, if you hear that and you're like, oh, this is a scam, blah, 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 he literally submitted like everyone else. I can show you the email. I'm not going to right now because we're on a time crunch. But literally submitted his songs like everyone else. We're not going to say, like, thank you for the songs. We're just going to let you know when we're doing it.
Yeah. So I gave him a call and let him know that he would be featured this week. He was super excited.
He started sobbing uncontrollably. I was like, that's a lot.
little dramatic. But a little bit about Anthony. I lovingly like to call him Anthony Marie Ciulla, but that's not his real middle name.
True.
He is from Birmingham, Alabama. He has been doing music a long time, his whole life, singing in choirs.
He's a homo.
Okay.
It's Pride Month. Queer music. Elevate queer music, girl.
For sure. Singing in show choirs. Went to the University of Alabama. And he has put out an EP, I think in 2019.
Sunset Drive.
Called Sunset Drive. And then he's released some singles since then.
Just some little sprinklings.
Yeah.
So we decided that we're going to do our game that we always do. We're going to do our top three, and we're going to do our throwaway. Which this will be kind of fun because he's a close friend, and now we get to tell him what song we would throw away.
And also, fun fact, I do have to disclose that on Sunset Drive, I was one of the people on the background vocals.
Which one?
Meant for
you
You.
said I knew you were going to ask that.
Meant for You, Good, and...
Oh, is that why that tuning sounded a little off?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Love that.
You're a whore. Is it Never Say Forever?
Never Say Forever.
I can't either.
That sounds like a really action-packed movie starring like John Cena. Coming this July. Never Say Forever. Also
Crazy?
Starring Jason Momoa.
Maybe Crazy.
She was on the record, everybody. Okay, I guess she was laying down some tracks.
No, I just did gang vocals.
Okay, nice. So you weren't doing like laying down tracks.
No,
he wasn't like woo woo, and you were like woo woo.
Yeah, I was doing that.
No, but like we do.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So, well, I have another fun fact, but I'll wait until we get to the song part. So let's start with this.
Now he's going to make it about himself because I had one moment.
Yeah, literally. Okay.
Go ahead and tell us.
So we're going to do our top three and our throwaway. So I'll start. Ladies first. You can go first also because it's almost Juneteenth. So.
You are dumb.
Let's go.
Okay.
Your number three.
Number three. Oh, this is hard for me. So my number three was released in 2022, and it's called Missing a Stranger.
Okay.
So he'd come out with a few songs in 2021, like back to back after, the release of Sunset Drive. So everyone was super excited. And I felt like this one was like when his sound kind of changed. Like first of all, great song for the car. Great Roll the Windows Down. I love the content of the song. I feel like lyrically he really kind of stepped it up and went to the next level. So yeah, it was my number three.
Okay, I like that.
All right, what about you?
So my number three was Stay. And it's like a very first of all, I love, let's talk about this. I love some good album art.
Oh yeah.
I love some good album art. And it was very simple. It said Stay on a Post-it and there was a fall leaf. And I liked that.
With the blue background.
Yes, because people do a lot these days to get you to listen to their album.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? The song's good. It'll speak for itself.
Yeah.
But it's got that, you were just singing it, that catchy little chorus. Now I'm begging you to stay here. It's tired, getting kind of late here. You shouldn't be driving anyway. It doesn't do that. That's a remix.
It's also, that was really slow.
That was really what?
Slow.
It's like
stay
drives.
Here, tired, it's getting kind of late.
It's not that fast.
It shouldn't be driving anyway.
It is not that fast.
It is. It's slow. It wasn't like stay here, tired.
I was doing the booty version.
He was on the R&B version.
I was doing the R&B show. Okay, but I like that song. It's very good. I like the playfulness of like kind of what the lyrics describe. First of all, I will say this about Anthony Marie Ciulla. Loves Taylor Smith.
He does love Taylor Smith.
We will be at a party vibes are high, everybody's drinking, lights are going, and he'll be like, should we turn on the Eras Tour? And I'm like, I guess. Before that, it was, should we turn on Reputation Stadium Tour? And we're like, sure. But he pulls a lot of inspiration. And his writing's really good. The boy can write a bridge. You want to talk with some people, we don't need a bridge. He writes great bridges. But I love the playfulness and the description of these lyrics.
For sure.
Of just, my favorite line from that song is, our time will go down as my favorite year. I love little like nuances like that. Because I look back on certain things, I'm like, that was a good year.
Yeah.
Then I look back on other people and I'm like, ooh.
Not ooh.
Yeah. So I really like that song. Stay is my number 3.
Awesome.
What was your number 2?
My number 2. My name's on here. I didn't know he credited us in the thing.
Oh, look at that.
That's
What
me
song?
Raisin. It's called Good.
Good. Okay.
The reason I love this song so much is because Anthony and I became really, really good friends in 2018, 2019. I remember being at his parents' house and him playing this for me on the guitar and being like, oh, I love this song. I love this. This is the one from Sunset Drive that I go back to the most.
Yeah.
It's just lyrically, it's really great. His voice sounds so good on it because it's called Good.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Rewind the Podcast. If you want to follow us.
I'm kind of low-key an Anthony Ciulla stan as a musician. As a person, I give him an 8 out of 10.
Trash.
No, I'm kidding.
Do not recommend.
This was the first one off this project that I was like, oh, I'm in love with this music.
Yeah.
So I just remember the moment, and it's a good sweet memory.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Go ahead.
Slay.
Yeah, what about you?
Mine is You and I, and this is where my fun fact comes in. I took the album art for this.
Did you?
I did.
Good.
Yes, he was dating this man at this time, and we went up to the roof and we took pictures.
Awkward.
And it was on the Polaroid.
You didn't have to say that.
We can cut it. And we took all these Polaroids. I still have all the photos in my phone from when we took them. But I got to participate in creating art.
Yeah, I love that.
My own music career aside. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But I love that song. I love the melody. You and I. He's just he's got that sweet little spot up there. I love a high vocal. I mean, I love women, and he is not a woman, but he sings high.
His falsetto is beautiful.
Yeah, I can only listen to so much George Ezra.
He has great range.
Yeah.
And he really takes his time up there, and I really like it too.
That is what she said.
Melodically, also, that's a great song.
It is.
And it's kind of like a slower jam, and I like the distortion.
What I was trying to do with my other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the distortion of the voices too, when he's like,
you and I. Yeah, that nice. I wrote on my notes. I love the hook.
Yeah.
So should be you and I. So let's talk about this. What is your number 1 song?
Okay. I play this song on repeat. It is it's become a comfort song now. You have that song where you're like, I'm gonna listen to that because it makes me feel better.
That's me with espresso. Hello, Sabrina.
It's the perfect summer song.
Okay.
And it has a feature.
Did he just write the song of the summer?
I think he just wrote the song of the summer. No,
last year.
It's been out. It's called Say So.
Okay.
It's really simple.
Is that the one with the worms and the apple?
Yes.
Okay. Album art. Love album art. It's a snake. Sorry.
So,
we got a stand-in producer today, our friend Gabe.
But yes, it's called Say So. It is has a feature, which he doesn't have any. I think this is the only song with a feature. I think he did Treacherous with another one of our friends.
Yeah, but that's a cover.
That's true. It is a cover.
He did not write Treacherous. Trust me, he would be paying for a lot more dinners if he wrote Treacherous.
But I go to this song all the time. It's another great car song. Casey's voice sounds great on it as well. We know her as well. She's a wonderful singer and writer. She's a gem.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your number 1?
So I will say that was my alternate, and for this one reason, I think it really shows his songwriting abilities as well, because I think there's people we know, even people like artists, who are really good singers, but they're not really in the coin. And I think it showcases both. And I'm like, you could also be writing for people.
Mm-hmm. And he does write for people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He wrote a song with me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Book it if you need a good songwriter.
But my number one song was actually one you've already said, and it was Good.
Good.
It's my number one song. It was the song that introduced me to his music. It's so good that somebody said they wanted to remix it. The Camp Romance remix.
I forgot about the remix.
I love the story of that song, or at least how I interpret it.
Oh, tell me how you interpret it.
The way I interpret it is it's this song, this love has ended. Mm-hmm. But it's not that they will necessarily fall in love again, but it's like we can be like friends, we can be friendly, we can realize that like this just wasn't meant to be us. Mm-hmm. And when I look back on it, even though there was a lot of good and bad, it was mostly good, and I will reflect on that.
I love that.
Yeah.
See, I take it a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you take it?
So for me,
because you probably know the tea. Yes. Get the camera up on the shoulder. Here we go. What's the real tea?
No. I love that it's that song that's like, now I know what love is supposed to feel like. And like, although it didn't work out, I can walk away being like, this does exist. Mm-hmm. Like, it gives me hope that like, if I found it with this person, I can find it again. Mm-hmm. And I love the like optimism in that. And that's one thing about Anthony that I will say, like, as a person.
Forever an optimist.
So optimistic, like wants to see the best in people, always sees
he
the
could
best
go get
in
a beer
people.
with the devil and be like, he has some good spots.
Yeah, and it's like, no.
Yeah. But he wants to just find the love in people.
Yeah, and I love like seeing that come through his lyrics. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was why it's one of my favorites.
I love that. Yeah, it was a really, I just loved it. Okay, what is your throwaway?
I'm gonna say Never Say Forever.
Right, trash. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Hate it. No, I just don't go back to it as often.
Okay.
I like it, obviously, but like I just don't find myself listening to it. He's got one really slow one that I don't. It's a ballad on that Sunset Drive that I don't go back to a lot, but just because I don't want to be sad. But like I love the song, but I don't listen to it as much because, like I said, it's.
You don't like to be sad.
I don't want to be sad.
You like to be pumped up.
I do, but and I like Never Say Forever. I just feel like something about it just doesn't get my juices flowing.
Get your
Yeah,
I like that. Okay.
What about you?
So I'm going to come from a songwriting standpoint with mine, but his song "The Victim," I could throw it away.
Really?
Yeah. I like the song. What's up?
We back to Loud and Wrong. But
are we? Okay.
Ahead.
Yeah, The Victim.
Who throws away The Victim? That's insane.
Well, I'm going to tell you why, and it may seem like maybe too much of a slight critique, but we're critiquing on this podcast, but never rude. I know he loves Taylor Smith so much, and it kind of feels like when he went to write it, he was like, I need to write a Bad Blood. And it just didn't translate for me. I like the song, but it just feels like he was like, oh, I want like a Bad Blood type song.
Okay. I don't correlate those at all, but okay.
See, this is why we can't review our friends.
You can be wrong. No. I mean, I threw one away too.
You can be wrong too.
That less often.
No. Good song. It's got some bite behind it, but it just was not my favorite. And if I never had to hear it again, I wouldn't. That sounded uglier than it needed to. But you know what I mean? It was our throwaway. I love you.
It's not about it's not about him. Who cares? It's about you. Not that just being a bad call.
Okay, well then what would you throw away?
I already threw mine away.
Okay,
Never
exactly.
Say Forever.
So you have your opinion and I have mine. Oh, don't do all this.
I'm like shocked you picked that one.
Why?
It's just a good song. It's a really good song.
Okay, I love
and
that
I like,
you.
and it's the juxtaposition of the other ones. It's the one that like stands out because it sounds so different than the rest.
It's just mad. I know, but for me, it's not necessarily stand out like, oh, this is different. It's stand out, oh, this doesn't really fit.
Oh, okay. That I'll accept more.
Okay. Got to come ready to argue with Raven if you're going to be on this podcast, okay?
Better reasoning than your others.
Yes,
all right, cool.
Okay.
But yes, go check out Anthony Ciulla.
Yes.
We'll put his stuff here.
It's right here. Wait, look at it. Pretty. Okay.
Yeah, we love him. He's fantastic. He, like I said, he writes for other people.
Yeah.
He's always writing with people and collabing. So reach out to him.
Also, all my little Nashville friends, if you watch this, when you're talking about you want good songwriters, here's one that's not going to write about just like trucks and back roads.
Okay. Also, go check out all of his music on Apple Music and Spotify.
If you're a Tidal listener, he's on there.
Yeah. Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
go ahead, when you distribute, it goes everywhere.
Okay,
He's on the YouTube. He's got a music video.
He's got a music video. So yeah, go check him out. Anthony Ciulla. I know it looks like Ciulla, but it's Ciulla.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. And we always want to make the call. If you are an artist and you want to submit your music, you can submit your music to thatrewindpodcast@gmail.com. Just because you send it does not mean we are going to review it. We have to like it, and you have to have at least 4 songs so we can have a top 3 and a throwaway.
Yeah. Or you can DM us.
Yeah.
If it's easier.
DM us. Unless we don't do it.
If you know someone and you're like, if you're a listener and you're like, oh my God, my homeboy Jimmy, really, he be getting down with the ones and twos.
We love a nomination.
Yeah, nominate your friends.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure. You can see yourself out. All right.
Moving on along. Okay.
Don't put it out if you don't want me to touch it.
Why are you all the way over here?
Over what?
I went like this.
You know, out more.
It was not that close.
Yes, it was. Roll the tape back.
It wasn't.
Exactly.
It wasn't. I went like this.
That was the exact.
And don't nobody want to hold hands.
Moving on along.